My name is Adrian Nanchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So, click on the subscribe button below and click the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now, one thing as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, an investor, is that you should never assume anything. Every decision you make, every idea, every concept, every market, every customer audience, every product, every pricing, everything you do has to be thought out thoroughly, has to be verified. Look at the word assume. When you assume things, it makes an ass out of you and me. Assume, A-S-S-U-M-E. You can't go about running a business on too many assumptions. Some minute assumptions are fine, like understanding things that are beyond your control, but for the majority of things, you cannot assume. The overwhelming majority, in fact, you cannot go on assumptions. For example, this channel, I broke it down based on types of personalities and who I was aiming for, mixed with what kind of knowledge that I know I have and what kind of stuff that I can talk about effectively and efficiently. And those people there, that quantifiable, measurable segment there, is who I'm aiming for. People who I know exist and people that I know, on the information that I know is valuable. I didn't just jump into creating a channel talking about any old thing, because I'm assuming that people would not. I'm assuming too much. I'm assuming that people will watch it for the sake of I know it's been good. I know I need to create something that people give a shit about. I give it the right kind of title, the right kind of links, the right kind of naming conventions on the playlists, the right kind of everything to reduce the chances of, oh, I think they'll watch this video because I know it's cool. I need to give people enough excuses even, teleprompter free, enough excuses for them to give a shit about my channel. So I'm assuming nothing and I'm taking everything into my control and saying they'll want this. This makes it easier. That makes it easier. This makes it more clear. So on and so forth. In business, in the pricing, I'm looking at price elasticity to judge and to quantify and measure even how effective different prices are. If I raise or lower prices of products, to what extent is demand or daily consistent sales going to be affected? If I raise prices by 5%, will the amount of sales per day decrease by 5% or more, or not change at all, or maybe increase? You never know. You can't just jump in there and saying, oh, if I do this price, will I get this reward or that, this many sales? You have to experiment. You have to jump in with a price and say, let's start here because this is a good break-even analysis, good profit margin, healthy, and then experiment. See what happens over time. Increase the traffic, change the prices, change your USP, change your value proposition, things like that. Everything has to be measured and everything has to be quantified and everything has to be verified. I think it was Drucker that said anything that can be measured can be managed. And if you look at your key performance indicators, KPIs, you look at all those things, you can measure all them, you can verify what is going wrong, what's good, what's bad in your business or marketing or whatever, and tweak and change and adjust and refine. When you can quantify things, decisions, actions, sales, things like that, you can then tweak the business and refine it furthermore. When you assume too much, you leave too much in the air, too much in the ether. You've got to have control over your business and you've got to verify things. You can't leave things to chance. You must understand the whole picture. And Alan Sugar once told me, or via Twitter kind of, like the number one thing to know in business is to know the numbers. And now, he probably means the numbers as in the financials, but also the numbers as to what's the conversion rate, how many people you're reaching, what's the attention, what's the engagement ratio, what's the ROI, ROTI, EBITDA and beyond, earnings before taxes, appreciation, interest and amortization, things like that. Knowing the numbers, important stuff. Do not assume anything, or at least assume very little. These things that are way out of your control, it's like I can't predict that. It's just in the customer's mind. I can try and control and shift what people are going to think and do, but people are unpredictable, predictably unpredictable, so to speak. But you don't want to assume. Verify. If you haven't already, though, also in this video, click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. Don't miss anything, this is valuable stuff. So if you haven't already, subscribe, click the bell notification, and you'll see me again soon. How cool is that?